Here at Incrementum, we want you to embrace calisthenics because that is all you need. And we have 6 points backed up by real research. And we give you the links, and I'll give you the article that we've written with those links. We'll find that in the show notes. I want you to read it, but let's go over it first. Now, full body calisthenics are what? Things like push-ups, pull-ups, lunges, squats, dips. They offer a dynamic and effective approach to building what we call total body strength, maintaining muscle mass and minimizing injuries when compared with what? Weightlifting and exercise machines. Now, this is backed up by actual research. Would you like to know what that research entails? Well, first, functional strength development, calisthenics, primarily using body weight, activate multiple muscle groups simultaneously. What does this lead to? It leads to the development of functional strength. And functional strength is the ability to perform everyday tasks with ease, such as picking things up off the shelf, bending over, doing all the things that you do in life. These exercises mimic natural movement patterns. Squatting resembles sitting and standing. And unlike the isolated machine exercises that target specific muscle groups, full body calisthenics integrates stabilizer muscles and core engagement. This comprehensive muscle activation enhances strength more holistically and translates into better real-life physical activities. It also improves, this is number 2, it improves muscle mass and hypertrophy. And what is that? Well, calisthenics effectively stimulate muscle hypertrophy when performed with intensity and variation. For instance, you can get into advanced calisthenics such as one-arm push-ups or muscle-ups. They provide a level of resistance comparable to weightlifting, which promotes muscle growth. Now, again, doing more progressive exercises, doing them faster, quicker to each other in supersets. This progressive overload principle is crucial for muscle gain. And it's easily applied in calisthenics by adjusting leverage or adding difficulty through variations. And we have actually 2 great articles that, again, help establish this in the exercise science. Number 3, reduced injury risk and joint health. Now, this is very important, particularly the older you get. As I record this, I just turned 63. I am in some of the best shape in my life. Now, I've been in great shape most of my life. I was a Marine early on. I ran track and played soccer and tennis in high school. I continued to stay in shape, but as I got older, I kept finding injuries coming up from doing a lot of backcountry skiing. I was having some knee issues, some hip issues. I had some shoulder issues from rock climbing, also from a skiing injury where I broke a collarbone. So I wanted to reduce my injury risk, and I wanted to, at the same time, improve my joint health. Well, calisthenics are generally lower in injury risk compared to weightlifting or using machines. Why? Because they rely on natural movements and body weight as resistance. This reduces excessive strain on the joints and allows for safer range of motion exercises. Unlike weight machines, which often restrict movement patterns, calisthenics allow the joints to move freely, strengthening the tendons and the ligaments and improving flexibility. This freedom helps maintain joint integrity and reduces the likelihood of imbalances and overuse injuries. Another thing I do for my shoulders in particular is I do hangs, and that's something as you're learning to do pull-ups, you have to increase that hand strength. The easiest way to do that is just to hang from your pull-up bar. We'll talk more about that in future videos. Now, let's talk about core and stabilizer muscle engagement. A significant advantage of calisthenics is the continuous engagement of the core and stabilizer muscles. You hear about people talking about core strength all the time. Well, every calisthenic movement, such as push-ups, pull-ups, they require balance and coordination, which activates the core muscles more effectively than many of the isolated exercises that you do in weightlifting. For example, during a pull-up, The core, the shoulders, and the back work together to stabilize the body, leading to a stronger and more resilient core. Let's go to number 5. Versatility and adaptability. Calisthenics can be performed anywhere without the need for specialized equipment, making them accessible and adaptable. They're great if you travel, if you work hard, if you only have time at your office during the day and not later, if you can get up early in the morning. In fact, for the majority of our exercises, the only thing you actually need is a pull-up bar. And when I've been traveling and camping, and I've used tree limbs, I've used overhangs, I've used underneath stairs where I can reach up and grab a stair and do pull-ups from there. I was on a cruise ship. They didn't have a pull-up bar, so I would use the nautical stairs outside. It worked just fine. Now again, the flexibility that you get with calisthenics gives you consistent training without a dependency on gyms or machines. Moreover, the variety of exercises and progressions in calisthenics, such as switching from standard squats to different types of squats, even those one-legged pistol squats, offer continuous challenges that can match or exceed the resistance level of traditional weight training. And of course, the other nice thing about being able to do calisthenics is that you don't need to waste all that time of driving to the gym, of changing at the gym, of doing your exercises at the gym, driving back home from the gym, finding parking when you get, none of that. I have a room at my office, just one of my client rooms where I go and do my exercises on a bad day. If it's a beautiful day outside, I do my calisthenics during my walk. It's easy and wonderful. And then lastly, enhanced mobility and flexibility. Since calisthenics emphasize full body movements, they naturally incorporate elements of mobility and flexibility. Exercises like lunges and squats promote dynamic stretching and joint mobility, and these are essential for maintaining muscle elasticity and preventing stiffness. This balanced approach helps in building strength while also keeping muscles flexible, reducing the risk of injury. The conclusion, my friends, is that full body calisthenics provide a comprehensive workout that not only builds total body strength, but muscle mass, and it enhances core stability, joint health, and functional movement capabilities. Their emphasis on natural body movements and adaptability makes them a safer and more effective alternative to free weights and machines, especially for long-term fitness and injury prevention. I do want to encourage you, if you ever have any questions, problems, concerns, we always love to hear from you. We do have a legal disclaimer here that we put at the end of everything we do. And I also want you to feel free at any time. If you have questions, problems, concerns, recommendations, reach out to us. persistandconquer300@gmail.com. We have a quick start guide. I will have a link in the show notes. If for some reason you don't have access to those show notes, you can always email us, persistandconquer300@gmail.com. I'll send you a link to that quick start guide with a complete set of instructions, with the layout on the exact exercises that you need to do and what you can build up to, and a lot of helpful information. God bless, my friends. All the best from everyone here at Incrementum.